Picture this. You're counting down the days to finally hold Google's most advanced foldable ever, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. You've watched every teaser, every leaked video, every blurry hands-on photo that's popped up online. The hype is peaking, and then suddenly, boom, word drops that you might not see it for weeks, maybe even months. And while you're waiting, the competition is already out there stealing the spotlight. The Z Fold 7 is everywhere. The Honor Magic V5 is hitting markets, and the Pixel just sitting in the shadows. Why would Google risk this? Is it a smart play or a huge blunder? Let's break it down together. Welcome back, viewers. Jam is here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss my next deep dive. Okay, let's get into it now. This isn't the first time Google's pulled a weird release schedule. Last year with the Pixel 9 series, they launched the Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro XL on August 22nd, but if you wanted the mid-tier Pro or the 9 Pro Fold, you had to wait until September 4th. That's a pretty small delay. But this time, we might be talking October 9th for the Pro Fold, nearly 6 weeks after the first Pixel 10 devices hit shelves. And the reason, according to multiple solid sources, isn't just the usual shipping delays. This is bigger. Supply chain hiccups, last-minute hardware adjustments, and possibly even a calculated marketing move are all in play. Here's where it gets interesting. While the regular Pixel 10 models still aim for an August 28 release, about a week later than last year, the foldable's absence leaves a huge gap. And in that gap, rivals thrive. The Galaxy Z Fold 7, already selling well, with reviews praising its refined hinge, thin profile, and more symmetrical design. The Honor Magic V5, lining up a late August global launch, right in that sweet spot where Pixel buyers might get impatient. If you're Google, that's dangerous territory. But delays alone don't tell the whole story. Let's talk about what's actually changing with the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. New leaks show a color called Moonstone, a kind of subtle metallic finish that feels premium without screaming for attention. But the changes go deeper. The hinge area is slightly slimmer, making room for a slightly larger cover display. The SIM tray's been moved to the top, the speaker grille has shifted, and the frame edges now have a matte finish that should help hide fingerprints. Battery-wise, we're talking a serious upgrade, over 5,000 mAh. That's a big leap for a foldable, and when paired with Google's brand new Thirnem Tensor G5 chip built by TSMC, it could mean real all-day performance without reaching for a charger at 4 p.m. And yet the camera hardware, it's almost a copy-paste from last year, with one twist. The primary sensor is actually smaller. The camera bump, however, looks slightly larger in leaked videos, which tells me there's been some internal re-engineering. Maybe new stabilization tech, maybe better thermal management. We'll have to wait for the teardown cruise to confirm. Now here's a fun twist. The base Pixel 10 is coming in this absolutely gorgeous vibrant blue. I loved it so much I actually asked AI to render the Pro Fold in that same shade. The result wasn't perfect, but it got me thinking, if Google actually released it in that color, I might be tempted to ignore the small upgrades and grab it on day one. Sometimes the right color can sell a phone faster than any benchmark score. But let's step back and ask, how does this delay affect Google's big picture strategy? Normally, you strike while the iron's hot. The teasers, the leaks, the hype, they all peak right before launch. Push too far past that, and you risk buyers moving on. Samsung knows this, which is why the Z Fold 7 dropped with almost no waiting period after its big reveal. Even Honor's playing it smart with a near immediate rollout for the Magic V5. And Google, they've gone for the opposite. Full device shown in advance, no hiding behind dark silhouette teasers, but then a long pause before you can buy it. Maybe they think the Pro Fold's audience is patient. Maybe they believe the battery life and clean Android experience will pull people back in. But if you've been eyeing foldables, you already know how tempting it is to grab what's available right now. Here's where the comparisons get juicy. On paper, the Z Fold 7 wins in sheer hardware versatility, slimmer, lighter, more polished outer display, and no giant punch hole staring back at you. But the Pixel 10 Pro Fold might fight back with its massive battery, extra RAM, and longer software support. And then there's the camera debate. Samsung's got great hardware, but Google's computational photography is still king in certain scenarios. Night shots. Portrait detail, Pixel still brings the magic. What's even more intriguing is how the leaked Pixel 10 Pro Fold videos show almost the same design as last year, but with these small deliberate tweaks. That tells me this isn't just a reskin, it's a refinement year, which can be good, but also risky because refinement years are harder to market when buyers expect big leaps. So where does that leave us? We've got a foldable with some real strengths, battery life, build quality, clean software, and potential camera processing magic, but facing a launch date that could kill its momentum before it even starts. If Google's betting that loyal Pixel fans will wait no matter what, that might work, but it could also hand over a big chunk of market share to Samsung and Honor without a fight. And honestly, I want to hear from you. Would you wait until October for the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, knowing the Z Fold 7 and Magic V5 are ready right now? Would the rumored Moonstone color or my dream brilliant blue push you to buy it on launch day? Or is Google's timing just too off this year? Because for me, this launch isn't just about a phone, it's about watching a company decide whether to play safe or take the fight straight to its rivals. And right now, it feels like Google's folding, just not in the way we expected.